Reporting live from Redline News Network, this is RNN. My name's Jet Likings, and welcome to your home for automotive and supercar news. This week on RNN, we have the Mansory Portofino, the Brabus 800, a 488 Pista crash, a Urus on fire, and breaking Porsche news. Let's go. Starting off this week in aftermarket tuning news, Mansory releases its version of the entry-level Ferrari, the Mansory Portofino. Now I know we are dealing with an entry-level Ferrari and a tuner that typically takes it sometimes too far. Not this time. Mansory was able to put some tuning work in along with some tasteful mods. Starting out with power, Mansory tuned up the boost along with other ECU work to bring it to 720 horsepower and 656 pound-feet of torque, which is an increase of 109 horsepower and 95 pound-feet of torque. Mansory chopped off a half a second in the 0 to 62, bringing it down to 3 seconds flat. Now, top speed is also bumped up to 208 miles per hour. Now, let's talk bodywork, as some have said that Mansory goes too far, like their take on the Ford GT. Not this time. Forged carbon was the finish of choice, including lower valances, side flaps, and hood vents. They finish it off with an ultra-light rim. Inside is tastefully finished with a yellow and black theme. Mansory, you may bring attention to the Ferrari entry market. Continuing with aftermarket supercar news, Brabus releases the 2021 Brabus 800, which is a tuned-up Mercedes-Benz E63S. The E63S is one of my favorite sedans from the get-go. Refined, but fast. Brabus, however, felt it needed more. In typical fashion, Brabus attacked the motor with upgraded turbos and added a piggyback ECU to adjust boost timing and more. The results, you ask? Try 789 horsepower and 737 pound-feet of torque. This cuts a half a second off the 0 to 62, bringing it to 3 seconds. Remember, this is a sedan. But wait, like estates or wagons, you can get the 800 kit on an estate version. Aero is part of this package, including carbon fiber and matte or gloss for the intakes, center grille, splitter, and more. 21-inch wheels come along with minimal fender gap, as the air suspension has been adjusted to reduce ride height by 20 millimeters. All this makes a fast sedan even faster. We've all seen the videos of Mustangs plowing into crowds due to owners trying to show off. In this week's news, we have a similar situation, but with a 488 Pista. This 18-second video starts off with the 488 behind the filming car on a back road. It then cuts out to the Ferrari being in front, and this is when the mayhem starts. The 488 Pista has 710 horsepower from a twin-turbo V8 driving only the rear wheels. Traction control is also very easy to disable in this car via race mode. Well, the driver attempts to show off and is heard downshifting a few gears, slowing down, and then laying into it. The car loses traction and heads into incoming traffic. The driver overcorrects and the 488 is into the bushes and a metal fence. Strictly from analyzing the video, it looks like the driver is okay. That Pista though, it'll need some work. Link in the description for more. Let's talk Lamborghini highway fire. But wait, this isn't a Mercy. An Urus actually burned down. We haven't heard much issue-wise from the extremely popular Lamborghini Urus SUV. That's until now. Recently, one caught fire in Taiwan on April 27th on a highway. The owner managed to get out of the Urus before it burnt to the ground. Initial findings from an investigation show that this fire started from an electrical short in the rear of the vehicle that spread to the fuel tank. Next time you pass a Lambo on fire, it might not be a Mercy. Last week we discussed the Porsche Taycan Cross Turismo. This week we are back with Porsche EV news with the rumblings that Porsche is working on an EV Boxster. Porsche has been working on electrifying the Boxster for some time, even delivering prototypes in 2011. Why didn't these progress, you may ask? The weight. These EV Boxsters were too heavy and didn't drive like sports cars. You simply can't take out gas motors and replace them with batteries and electric motors. You need to build the car around new architecture. If you're familiar with Volkswagen Audi Group, they typically create modular chassis that work for a range of models, like the MQB platform that is the chassis for a VW Golf, all the way to a VW Atlas. Porsche may be doing this next with its own PPE platform, or Premium Platform Electric Modular Chassis. This will be different than Volkswagen's current SSP platform. Rumors are that this PPE platform will house the Macan, the Boxster, and the Cayman, giving the option of EV for these models. I like Porsche's strategy to walk carefully into the EV market and can't wait to see them transition into this. One last story from Porsche to wrap up this week. Two of Porsche's divisions, Porsche Classic and Exclusive Manufacturer, have announced that they will build 3 to 5 custom Porsche dream cars for its VIP customers. Now, we aren't just talking about speccing wheels and interior, but rather teaming up with Porsche and developing a custom ride, like a water-cooled 930 or an off-road version of a current Porsche. Now, this won't be cheap. 100 grand USD will get your ideas into the door, where they'll be vetted by the division to see if they are possible to create. I wonder what these lucky 3 to 4 customers will choose. Well, folks, that brings us to about Redline this week. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you like what you see, check out our Instagram channel, where you can see pictures we take out in the wild and also keep you updated on what's going on in the channel. Until next time, keep it at Redline.